Hello. In this example, we're going to be solving the equation 15x to the negative 2 minus 4x to the negative 1 equals 3. To solve this, the first thing that we're going to want to do is get this 3 to the left-hand side. So I just need to subtract 3 from both sides. That's going to give me 15x to the negative 2 minus 4x to the negative 1 minus 3 is equal to 0. Now you can kind of see that it's almost in quadratic form. So I'm going to introduce the new variable u as the middle term here, excluding the coefficient. So that's going to be x to the negative 1 power. That means that if I square both sides here, the u squared would give me x minus 1 squared. So negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Notice that that's what this term is here, excluding that coefficient as well. So this is going to give me 15 u squared minus 4u minus 3 is equal to 0. Using bottoms up, I'll bring the 15 over here, multiply by the 3, and that's going to give me u squared minus 4u minus 45. And this is a whole lot easier to factor, more than likely, than 15u squared minus 4u minus 3. Because you ask yourself, well, first of all, you need the u's. The negative here just means one's positive, one's negative. So you ask the question, what multiplies to 45 and subtracts to give you 4? Well, that's just 9 and 5. So you put the 9 here because the 4 is negative, so the larger of the two numbers here must be negative, and the 5 will be positive. Now because you've multiplied the last term by 15, you need to divide by 15. This is a step that a lot of people forget. So please, when you do this, remember to divide. So u plus, and then simplify, 5 over 15 becomes 1 over 3. And then 9 over 15 divisible by 3 here gives me 3 over 5. And this time both of them have a denominator, but they still need to come up, so the bottoms up, that's going to give me 3u plus 1 times 5u minus 3, and that's equal to 0. Just to check ourselves, 3u times 5u, that's 15u squared. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. Fantastic. Those are the first and last terms. It's the middle term always that gives us trouble. Well, almost always. So 1 times 5u is positive 5u. 3u times negative 3 is negative 9u. 5u minus 9u is negative 4u. Fantastic. It checks out. So let's use the zero factor property. That means that 3u plus 1 equals 0. And 5u minus 3 is equal to 0. Subtract 1 divided by 3 means u is negative 1/3, and add 3 divided by 5, that means u is 3/5. Now again, this is just a solution in u. It's not a solution in x, which is what we want. But remember, we said u is x to the negative 1 power. Therefore, x to the negative 1 must be equal to negative 1/3. And also, x to the negative 1 must be equal to 3/5. And the reciprocal of negative 1 is, again, negative 1. So I'm going to take both sides to the negative 1 for both equations. So the left-hand side is just x, but remember, a negative 1 exponent just takes the reciprocal of the base, which gives you negative 3 here, and the reciprocal of 3/5 is 5/3. So your solution set is going to be negative 3 and 5/3. Alrighty. I will see you in the next video.